Hello everyone, today we are going to perform the experiment number 5, that is preparation and evaluation of ampicillin capsule. Okay, so today we can discuss about the capsule and then after we can fill the capsule or we can fill the ampicillin in capsule body. Okay, so see here, what is the capsule? Capsule, it is the Latin word derived from word capsula. Capsula means it is a small box. Means capsule means very small box, and in that small box we can fill the drug or we can fill the medicament. See here, in capsule two types of capsules are included. First, hard gelatin capsule and second, soft gelatin capsules. So what is the difference between hard gelatin and soft gelatin? In hard gelatin capsule we can fill the only dry powders and solid fills. Okay, it is used to fill the dry powders and solid medicaments. In soft gelatin capsule, here we can fill the semi-solids and liquids ingredients. Okay, those are in semi-solid and liquid form. They can fill in soft gelatin capsule, and all dry powders or all solid medicaments we can fill in hard gelatin capsule. So why we can only fill the solids or dry powders in hard gelatin? Because in hard gelatin capsule the ratio of plasticizer to gelatin is 0.4 to 1 in hard gelatin. See here the ratio in hard gelatin 0.4 is to 1 is the plasticizer gelatin ratio present in that capsule. But in soft gelatin capsule, here the ratio is 0.8 raised to 1. It means in hard gelatin capsule 0.4 is the plasticizer content and 1 is the gelatin content. And in soft gelatin capsule 0.8 is the plasticizer content and 1 is the gelatin content. Due to the changing of plasticizer concentration, in hard gelatin 0.4 concentration plasticizer we can use, and in soft gelatin capsule we can use 0.8. Okay, due to the less amount of plasticizer present in hard gelatin capsule, they are hard in nature. Okay, and here also we can use the gelatin hard form. Gelatin used hard form, so the capsule is hard gelatin capsule, means the body of the capsule shell is very hard, and in soft gelatin capsule the body of the soft gelatin capsule is very soft and they are flexible. See here the next point, in hard gelatin capsule it is less flexible, but in soft gelatin capsule it is more flexible. Okay, why? Because in hard gelatin capsule their shell is very hard due to the presence of low concentration of plasticizer, and we can use the hard form of gelatin. And in soft gelatin capsule their structure or their body is more flexible because the concentration of plasticizer is very high as compared to hard gelatin capsule, that is 0.8, and here we can use the molten form of gelatin. Okay, so this is the basic difference between hard gelatin capsule and soft gelatin capsule. So see here, in hard gelatin capsule it consists of two parts. One is the cap part and second is the body part. Hard gelatin capsule is contains shell, and that shell is very hard. Okay, see here this structure or see here this diagram. Here this is called as the shell, capsule shell, empty capsule shell, and this is very hard. Hence we can call as the hard gelatin capsule. And in soft gelatin capsule this shell is very soft, so we can call as the soft gelatin capsule. So in hard gelatin capsule it consists of two parts, cap and body. Cap part is very small as compared to the body part. Upper part or upper portion we can call as the cap, and lower portion we can call as the body. Then this shell is water soluble and they are biodegradable. Means after we can take in this capsule, they are easily solubilized inside the GI tract and they are easily degradable. Okay, so and it is made up of gelatin. Here this shell is totally made up of gelatin and it is water soluble and biodegradable, so they are easily dissolved inside the GI tract. This is the advantage. Then here in this experiment we can use the hard gelatin capsule to fill the medicament. Okay, so hand operated capsule filling machine we can use to fill the medicament in capsule. Okay, so these are the different hand operated capsule filling machines. See here, Eli Lilly and Co, Fermatic, then Hoflinger and Carr, Zanussi, Park and Deris. These all are the operated capsule filling machine. So in today's experiment we can also use hand operated capsule filling machine to fill the medicament. Before that, or before performing the experiment, see here the two types of capsule fillings. In that, capsule filling shows two types. In that, first dependent type and second is the independent type. In dependent type, it is also called as a dependent dosing system, and in independent type we can call as the independent dosing system. These two types is formed, or it is totally depends on the capsule filling methods. Okay. See here in dependent type the capsule filling procedure is different, and in independent type the capsule filling procedure is different. See here the difference. In dependent type, here we can use this equipment. In this equipment, here the powder hopper is present. Powder hopper, in between the powder hopper we can place the stirrer, and in below part of the stirrer auger is present. See here, and below the powder hopper here the body holder is present. Body holder means this is the capsule body. Okay, we can place the capsule body part in this holder. Then we can fill this hopper with the help of medicament or powder ingredients. After that, this powder is slowly moving towards this capsule body holder. Okay, and then this powder is directly filled into the capsule body part. Okay, means in dependent type the powder or medicament is directly filled in the capsule body part. Okay, and then we can lock that body part with the help of cap. Okay, we can lock the body part by applying the cap. This is called as the dependent type. Dependent is here the dependent dosing system, means we can directly fill the powder or medicament inside the body part. But in second independent type, here the independent dosing system, here we cannot fill directly powder or medicament inside the body part. Here we can first form a plug of the powder. Plug, it is a compressed measured amount of powder. Compressed measured amount of powder means, see here this portion we can call as the plug. Means we can apply the force, or we can apply the compression force, and then we can compact that powder, or we can form a measured amount of powder compressed. Okay. Here in the plug काही मेजर्ड अमाउंट जो पावडर आहे त्याला आपण कंप्रेस करून एक कॉम्पॅक्ट मास प्रिपेअर करतो, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द प्लग. सो वी कॅन कॉल इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अ व्हेरी सॉफ्ट कॉम्पॅक्ट मास. ओके, सो फॉर दॅट formation of plug we can use the piston and dosing tube. See here in this diagram, this is the dosing tube, and inside that dosing tube we can apply the piston. Then in second B part, here in the B and C part, here the powder hopper is present, and in that powder hopper we can place the powder or medicament, and in that powder or medicament we can keep the dosing tube. Okay, in that dosing tube piston is also present. Then slowly this piston will moving downward side. Okay, and then we can apply the compression force. With the help of this piston we can apply the compression force, and then this powder or medicament is forming a compact mass, and that compact mass we can call as the plug. Okay, so with the help of the movable piston we can forming a compact measured amount of mass, that is called as the plug. Then this plug slowly this dosing tube we can removing from this hopper, and then this with the help of this dosing tube plug is also we can removing here, and then this dosing tube eject the plug portion inside the capsule body part. See here in the last section E part, here the empty capsule body part is present. Empty capsule, inside the empty capsule body part we can fill the plug, powder plug. Okay, here this dosing tube slowly eject the plug, and that plug is moving towards the empty capsule body part. Okay, and then we can fill that capsule with the help of that powder plug. This is called as the independent type or independent dosing system. Okay, so see here the difference. In dependent type, here we can fill the capsule body part directly powder sample, or we can fill directly powder sample inside that empty capsule body part. Okay, but in independent type, here we can first form a plug of that powder or medicament, and then that plug we can place inside the empty capsule body part. This is the here in independent type. Here the all automatic capsule filling machines are included in the independent type. Okay, why? Because in automatic capsule filling machines they forming a plug and then they are easily fill that plug inside the empty capsule body part. And all handmade or hand operated capsule filling machines are comes under the dependent type. So in dependent type, hand operated capsule filling machines are included, and in independent type, automatic capsule filling machines are included. Here, these automatic capsule filling machines are used in industry. In industry, they use the automatic capsule filling machines, so their method is independent type. But in lab level, we can use the hand operated capsule filling machine, so we can use the dependent type capsule filling method. Okay, so in today's experiment we can use the ampicillin and we can fill that ampicillin in the capsule, empty capsule body. Okay, so here we can use the dependent type method. See here in the procedure, first we can use the ampicillin as API, active pharmaceutical ingredient. We can use the or we can take the ampicillin 300 milligram. 300 milligrams for one capsule. Okay, in one capsule the dose of ampicillin is 300 milligram. We can convert this milligram into the gram, that is 0.3 gram. So we can prepare total 10 capsule or we can fill the 10 capsule. So we can increase the dose according to that 10 capsule. So 0.3 gram drug for one capsule. So how much gram drug is used for 10 capsule? The cross multiplication is 3 grams. Okay, 0.3 gram drug or ampicillin is used for one capsule and 3 grams ampicillin is used for 10 capsule. Second ingredient, lactose. Lactose we can use 200 milligrams, that is 0.2 grams for one capsule, and for 10 capsule we can use the 2 gram lactose. It means total 500 milligram medicament we can fill in the one capsule. Okay, here in the procedure of capsule filling we can use that. Here this is the hand operated capsule filling machine. In this capsule filling machine, this is the bed, and in this bed 200 to 300 holes are present, but this hand operated capsule filling machine containing only 100 holes, and this second portion we can call as the capsule loading tray. In this loading tray we can fill we can place the all empty capsules. Then this is called as the powder tray. With the help of this powder tray we can fill the powder inside the empty capsules. Then this portion we can call as the pin plate. With the help of this pin plate we can fill the powder inside the empty capsule body. Okay, and this handle we can call as the cam handle. With the help of this cam handle we can lock the capsule in this hole. This portion we can call as the lever. With the help of this lever we can removing the capsule or we can eject the capsules. Then this portion or this part we can call as the rubber top. With the help of this rubber top we can lock the capsule or we can lock the cap part of the capsule inside the body part. Okay, means cap and body part of capsules locked with the help of this rubber top. These all are the parts of the hand operated capsule filling machine. So see here the procedure how to fill the powder or medicament in empty capsules. First we can take total 10 capsules. This empty 10 capsules. First we can take empty 10 capsules. Then we can use loading tray. In the loading tray we can fill empty capsules. Body part below sides and cap part upper sides present in the loading tray. here place empty capsules on loading tray with the help of hand. Then put capsule in such a way the body is lower side and cap present is upper side. Here the cap portion is upper side and this white body portion is below side. Then place the fill loading tray over the bed. We can place this loading tray over the bed like this. By using cam handle, lock the body part of the capsule. Here, then we can remove the loading tray slowly. So here, this is the body part of capsule, empty body part of capsule, and this is the cap portion of the capsule. Then by using lever, stop. Then again this cam handle, by using cam handle, free the lock. Then all body part of capsule is goes below side. Then after that we can use powder tray. Place the powder tray on the surface of bed. Then take ampicillin 3 gram and lactose 2 gram. Mix properly with the help of spatula. Here, this is the medicament. We can fill this medicament in the body part of the empty capsule. With the help of this powder tray, then place the pin plate in this empty body part of capsule. With the help of this knob, pack the pin plate inside the body part of capsule. Then lock pin plate with the help of this knob. Okay, here we can lock the pin plate. After complete locking, then we can remove this lock. Okay, and open this handle slowly. Let's start. Remove this powder tray and place this empty cap part of capsule above the bed. Okay. Then we can use this rubber top on the surface of this loading tray to lock the cap part of the capsule with body part of capsule. Okay. It means here we can complete locking. Cap and body part we can complete lock with the help of this rubber top. So press this rubber top above the cap part of capsule. lock this rubber top with the help of this lock. Then remove this rubber top slowly. Here the capsule are rejoined by manual process. We can rejoin the cap and body part with the help of this rubber top. Okay. Then we can remove the loading tray and collect the filled capsule. See, here we can remove the loading tray, and in this loading tray the filled capsule are present. Body part is also present. See, here the below portion body part is present and upper portion cap is part is present. Means with the help of this rubber top and this lever we can lock the cap and body part. Okay, and inside that capsule we can easily fill the all medicament or powder ingredient. Then we can remove this filled capsule. See, here these all capsule are filled capsule with the, this is called as the ampicillin capsule. Then take weight of empty capsule, and then we can take the weight of filled capsule. This is the empty capsule. We can take the weight, empty capsule weight. Empty capsule weight is 0.30. Note down. We can take the weight of filled capsule. 0.35. Likewise, same, we can take the all filled capsule weight, okay, one by one, and then we can determine the evaluation parameter. For that, we can first use weight variation test. So, for weight variation test, required 10 filled capsule weight. After taking weight of filled capsule, then see, here we can use this formula. In this formula, weight of filled capsule, one filled capsule contains weight of ampicillin. In that, lactose is also present in that filled capsule, and empty capsule is also present. Okay, means in one filled capsule, ampicillin, lactose and empty capsule weight is present. So, weight of filled capsule is 0.6 gram. Weight of ampicillin is present in that filled capsule is 0.3 gram, because we can use the 0.3 gram ampicillin for one capsule. Then weight of lactose is unknown, x, and weight of empty capsule is 0.30. So 0.6 is equals to the 0.3 plus 0.13, 0.4 plus x. Then x is equals to 0.6 minus 0.4. So x is equals to 0.2 gram. This 0.2 gram, it is the weight of lactose for one capsule. Okay. So with the help of this formula, we can determine the weight of lactose. How much lactose is present in that ampicillin. Then after that, next point, evaluation of capsules. See, here in evaluation of capsules, we can use different tests. Okay. Disintegration test, dissolution test, weight variation test, content uniformity test. In that 4, we can use the weight variation test, okay, for evaluation of capsules. In weight variation test, we can select the 10 filled capsule and we can take their individual weight. See, here the individual weight of the 10 capsule is 0.6 gram. Okay, each capsule contains 0.6 grams medicament. Then we can take their average weight. Okay, add this all weight. 0.6 gram plus 0.6 gram, all 10 capsule weight we can add, that is 6 gram. Okay, 10 capsule weight is 6 gram divided by 10. Number of capsule, that is the 10, and weight of 10 capsule is 6. See, here this 6 is the weight of 10 capsule and this 10 is the number of capsules. Okay, by using weight of 10 capsule and number of capsules, we can determine the average weight. So the average weight of 10 capsule is 0.6 gram. If your capsule containing ampicillin less ampicillin, then in that 10% deviation is present. If the capsule weight is more than 300 mg, then it contains 7.5% deviation. This criteria is for weight variation test. Okay. If the weight of the capsule is less than medicament of the capsule is less than 300 mg, then it shows 10% deviation, and if it shows more than 300 mg, it shows 7.5% deviation. So by using this specification, we can determine their upper limit and lower limit. Okay. See here, average weight of the 10 capsule is 0.6 gram. In upper limit, we can add the 0.6 gram plus 7.5%. Why? Because more than 300 mg. This 0.6 gram, it is the more than 300 mg. Okay. Average weight is 0.6 gram and it is more than 300 mg. So the deviation is 7.5%. So we can consider this deviation because average weight is 0.6 gram. So in 0.6 gram we can add the 7.5%. This is the upper limit, and lower limit in 0.6 gram we can minus the 7.5%. Okay. This is the percentage. Okay. So we can take the 7.5% of 0.6 means 0.6 to 7.5%. Here we can take the value. Okay. So 0.6 for 100%. Then how much for 7.5%? Then cross multiply. See here 0.6 is for 100%. So how much for 7.5%? Cross multiply 7.5 into 0.6 divided by 100. X is equals to 0.045. Okay. The 7.5% of 0.6 is 0.045. So see here कशी आली इथे value 0.6 हा जर 100% असेल तर 7.5% हा किती असेल? So cross multiply, then x is equals to 0.045. Okay. Then add 0.6 with 0.045. Then is upper limit is 0.645. Then lower limit. In lower limit we can minus this 7.5%. Okay. 7.5% means that is 0.045. In 0.6 minus 0.045 equals to 0.555. Okay. So this is the upper limit weight of capsule and this is the lower limit weight of capsule. Means your capsule is acceptable if the weight of the capsule is in between the range of 0.645 to 0.555 to 0.645. Okay. The capsule weight should be present in between the range of 0.555 to 0.645. Means the weight of capsule should not be more than 0.645 and should not be less than 0.555. This is the weight variation test. Okay. In weight variation test, we can take the 10 capsule weight, then we can take their average weight, and then we can check their specification with your average weight. Okay.